Yesterday, Bordy the board had a long talk with us. It was long because he took 10 minutes just to say hi. He said he didn't like the videos that we were making, and so as you can see, we are filming without his permission while he is sleeping. In this conversation, he voiced his concerns about current events and how many boards have forgotten their board ways and decided to have fun. The worst of them are surfboards, always riding the waves.
Okay, so since the last video was so long, even though half of it was just bonus content, I'm going to try to keep this one as short and simple as possible. So basically, all that needs to be noted is that barracks has been moved down from up here just to give us a little more room. And then for everybody, unless you are up here in Flight Deck 3, your forward slot should not be open. So I don't want to see like down here an armory, hangar, fix that from earlier. Just make sure you're always forwarding all your forces, like what's up here in engineering. Like, yes, they have a lot of slots empty, but the first teams, team 1, 2, 3, 4, so on, they're the ones that are filled. And that's what I need, absolutely need. So the majority of this new setup is based around that move and going full in on prioritizing teams 1 and teams 2 rather than total power or total placement. So as you can see, I also changed up the color scheme because I wasn't liking how the red and black was looking on the YouTube video. It was fine in the camera capture and fine in the editing, but I didn't like it once it was on YouTube. So we're trying black and white this time. So a big thing is that Darkjack, you are moving out of the honeypot. Mile High. What's Mr. Mile High is going to go there. So put your weakest teams to the front and your strongest teams to the back. Darkjack, you're going to be moving over to Flight Deck 2. And then everyone else, if you're full in black, there's a lot of movement that basically, like Gullen, for whatever reason, you keep putting all of your weak teams in the front and your strong teams in the back, or you leaving these completely empty. Don't do that. Everybody move your strongest teams to team 1 and team 2, and then down the line from there. I don't care how strong those teams are. I don't care how many your teams are, unless you are Juicy World or Mile High, who are now in Flight Deck 3. They're the honeypot. They're the only ones that should have weak teams in the front. Everyone else, put your strength toward the front. And so because of that, when there's some like strong, then there was, this is actually what was here in T3. So anywhere where you see black is a stronger team, and where they're placed right now here on the spreadsheet is where they should be. So move your stronger teams forward, get them into place. Again, we're trying to waylay the attackers from being able to get in there. We go hours and hours without an attack because the other team always puts their strongest teams in those areas, and we have to wait for somebody like Darkjack or Geo or somebody who has the strength to actually hit those teams to come online, and the rest of us have to just sit there and twiddle our thumbs and wait for something that we can actually handle. And what has been going on in the chat, and so I mention it here, if you will not be active in attacks, or if you have just general weak roster overall, let me know and I will mark you down as defense, and we will, and just have you focus on that. And because the captains and leadership are really looking at participation, because again, this is an alliance, this is a team effort, and as you all know, We have no qualms about booting people who are not participating and keeping up their part of the team effort. So, just a friendly warning to all. Put your strength in defense if you're not going to attack as much. I mean, even here, Biznet, our newest member, not a lot, but as far as strength, but at least he's putting his assets where they can be useful. And that's all I have for today. Again, you can just pause the video and look at your stuff. Obviously, if there are discrepancies of exact numbers, that's because I just did it right before the current war went on. But you guys should know the routine by now. Just check in every week and check this. And if it's black, that means you're moving. And where it's listed is what's listed in the black is where you're going to. And just move your teams accordingly. All right, that's all I have for today. Bye.